Can I tell you something? I don't think I'm that special. And I can tell you more about what I think about them. While I don't think I'm special, I do know and think that I am lucky. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Denise and I'm an amateur for life. I am here to just share a little bit more about my slice of life and wanted to talk a little bit more about these ideas and thoughts that I've kind of been thinking about lately. And one of the things is I wanted to start a series where I remember when you would go up to a good friend of yours and you would say, hey, can I tell you something? And they would know that you were about to start sharing something you saw, something you thought about, something you have been wanting to tell somebody, and especially them. So it's an idea for a series, and that is my first thought that I want to share. I don't think that I am that special, but I do know that I'm lucky. And I know this because how do I get here? So where I am in my life right now, I find that I just am very lucky. I have everything I could have ever wanted. When I was little, I used to crave stability, consistency, a routine, a structure. I have parents who love me. I have two sisters, and there was a lot that we kind of had to navigate growing up. And my parents, I always wanted them to be around more, but they were trying really hard to work for a life that they wanted to give us. So they weren't around that often. All this to say, I wish I had them around like you saw on TV. Growing up, I used to watch shows like Family Matters or Full House and think, oh, how cool would it be to have parents there all the time? But my parents always had to work really late hours. So they were working to give us the life that we always wanted. My parents are immigrants, and me and my sisters are first generation American and now college graduates and everything. So you can imagine me now at 35 years old, who is recently married, newly married, happily married, who has an orange tabby, who is 12 years old now, and a sister and family that kind of keeps expanding. I just can't help but reflect on my life and think I'm very lucky. I'm not special. Nothing in me was different than anyone that I grew up with, saw around me, or any of the fun TV shows, animes that I like too, where they would have the main character and it would be like, wow, that person is just gonna keep going and flourishing. And that's not necessarily me. But I do feel very lucky. I feel very lucky. Like I mentioned, I am now 35 years old. I have a full-time career. I love my career. I'm doing YouTube for fun and to see how to have another skill that's separate from my career, but an outlet really. And I have really good things that keep happening. So lately, I wasn't sure if I was going to share this, but I'm a social worker, and I got really lucky even with that. When you're a social worker, you graduate your Bachelor of Arts. It can be in social work or others. I won't get too into it, but you have to have a bachelor's, then you go for your master's. When you graduate, you can go for your licensure, which is an exam that you have to take. Once you have that, you can get a job. You can get a job without that. It really is up to you. But if you have your licensure, then you can pursue a career in social work that makes you eligible. Let me backtrack, because you could pursue a career in social work no matter what. But when you have your licensure, you then have the pathway open up to earn your clinical hour, your clinical. So they call it getting your C, like the letter C. Which way would show? So you need to work under a supervisor who can then provide supervision. And if you're lucky, your job provides that. And you have to have a certain number, several thousand hours of contact hours, and then also supervised hours. And then after that, you basically gather evidence of all of this and then submit it into the ASWB, which is the kind of entity that runs the licensure aspect of it, and then you can earn that part. Point is, I am now eligible for that, and so I am studying for it. And right now I am using the exam prep. I won't get into that. That's not the point of this video. I can in another one. So I don't know. I just feel really lucky. Good things are happening. Even with things like life still happens and comes up. Like my little cat that I mentioned, who I love, who I've had for I got him in 2014, so over 12 years now. Just got diagnosed with a thyroid disorder, so we have to give him medication twice a day. But I still feel fortunate because I was able to have the access to be able to pay for him to get those tests and then be able to continue to afford medication. And now he doesn't run around acting like he's starving because, his hormones aren't tricking him into thinking that. And now we know why he lost a little bit of weight and want to take care of that, right? But I'm lucky that they found that out before anything progressed differently. I'm also lucky that I'm in a relationship with someone that I love and that, we have a situation where we're a partnership. I'm in a partnership that I love and I love him. And I used to want nothing more than to have the mundane in my life. So a schedule, a routine that's in. So I love my 9 to 5. I love my job. I love my career. I love that I can kind of space things around it. I love that I can hang out with friends whenever I want on the weekends or even after work. Depends. Usually I'm tired, so I want to come home. And I was able to create that. And a lot of my dreams have come true. If younger me was able to see into the future and see me now, I think should be impressed. I think that the mundane is beautiful, that there is magic in it. And I didn't coin that, but I do think that there is magic in the mundane, everyday life. Whenever I feel safe and good and I'm enjoying things, I find that is when my mind expands and I become more creative like I am now. So I have the space to create and want to go ahead and share with others. And I want to share this with you because if you happened upon this video and if you happen to be here this long, it's because you also have magic in your everyday life. And there's magic in the moments that we think are just a given. I find a lot of magic in my daily routine for getting on the bus and making my way to work, walking to work, going about my day at work, then the aspect of coming home, making my way home, getting on the bus or the train here, coming home and cooking dinner, being able to just chip away at what needs to be done on any given day, being eligible for the LCSW exam didn't happen overnight. You need to be working somewhere for at least 3 years, getting those clinical hours, keeping documentation of it all, making sure you have someone who's going to go ahead and, submit that work for you too. And let me know if you want to know more about that process. I think I'm going to do a video because I found the process a bit confusing, but I had really helpful guidance from some of my colleagues. So want to be able to share that with others because every time I Googled it or YouTubed it, I got conflicting information. I live in New York City. This place is pretty dang cool and I'm able to enjoy it. I was born and raised in the Bronx. I still live in the Bronx, so I have access to and from. And I just can't say enough about how much I enjoy just living my life. Whether it's as simple as going to the grocery store afterwards or walking to the train, I just feel really grateful. I am curious what other people think is the magic in their everyday. And, I want to kind of call it mundane moments. moments that folks kind of have that are their everything and every day, and what are the things that they really appreciate. Well, so I'm posing that question to you all. What are things in your everyday life that you think are just like everyday givens, but you really find that they're magical and add to your everyday? For me, again, it is the routine of getting on the bus, enjoying the trip, viewing the folks outside, and yeah, it takes us all the way from where we live all the way into the city. And so it's usually a pretty nice ride. So I look out the window and I see people. It passes by multiple places in the city, including Central Park. So you see people running in the morning, you see people walking their dogs, you see people on their way to school. And it's just nice to kind of have a bird's eye view of other people living their life while you're also going ahead and living yours. So if you have a moment like that that you're really enjoying your life, then please share it below. Also, another thing to add, I really like that I was able to like come home, enjoy dinner, make dinner with my husband, sit here, watch an anime. We're watching Boruto, and then go ahead and do this. I actually studied for the LCSW on our way home on the train, and I did start falling asleep a little bit, but I think that usually only happens when someone feels safe in their environment, and I get to do it all again tomorrow. It's gonna look different, but right now we're actually gonna go ahead and run, head on our way to the gym and get a workout in, because your body's important too in all this. Okay, adding more of a little tidbit about the little things in my life that kind of give me some joy, and hopefully you can give me some example of yours. If you have any recommendations, suggestions for someone like me who's still editing and learning in this process, then also put it down below. If you like this video and want to know more about others, please like down below. Let me know what you recommend and what you think you would want to hear more about. And please subscribe if you find that this is a journey that you want to take with me as I learn how to go ahead and share more of these thoughts, ideas for series, and go from there. Okay, well, thank you again if you were able to make it this far in the video. I really appreciate you and being here. If anything, please drop a little, a little magic emoji down below, be it the wand or the little sparkles, if you've made it this far. And I hope to see you in the next one. I hope that you're taking care of yourself, and that you keep going and you keep growing, and that you keep going ahead and sharing who you are so we can all learn together.